Topaz Blau, look at that. Absolutely stunning color. Holds a soft spot in my heart as well. The 330 XI I had back in Ohio many years ago, as many of you know, was Topaz Blue. Just a gorgeous blue. So this car's been here for a few months. It's finally inside. It's finally clean. It's up on the rack. And right now it's a no pedal car because he removed the pedal carrier before it was delivered. But it was a 2-pedal car, of course, being a 540 wagon. It's being converted to a 3-pedal car, which is going to be super fun. The first E39 that we've actually converted to a 6-speed. So today was just cleanup day, get it racked, kind of get through the car, get an idea for what we've got going on here. It's a lot of aftermarket stuff. I don't know if that's an Eibach bar. It's something in red. Beast Power brackets, KW shocks back here, KW coilovers up front. Power Flex subframe bushings, all 4. I think the brakes are stock. Yep, he's got style 32s with fairly new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. It's a gray interior. And then it was inventory day on this to figure out what do we have, what do we need? And I've spent the last several hours, it's just about 10 now, inside working that up and writing an estimate for this. And I kind of started with the E60 M5 template that I used for the conversion and just went through and adapted everything to an E39. Now, he had done a bunch of work from the get-go, so this won't be something I can use on other projects that come in fully assembled. He had the exhaust off, drive shaft out, transmission out, flex plate out. That's what they call the automatic flywheel. So he's supplied us with an aftermarket single mass flywheel and a clutch kit and a couple other parts, Z3M shift lever, but we need a lot of stuff still, particularly regarding the pedals. Pedals we got with the car over here, we got now this is my kit, but he included one of these with, that's not a Coke spoon, that's Ellen's lunch spoon that is out here for some reason. We got an automatic brake pedal and an E46 clutch, which is not going to work. We need an E39 clutch pedal, and then the manual brake pedal is narrower. It's about the same size as the clutch. So we're going to need to either rob some of these used components I have or new stuff if he wants to go that route. But we're waiting on some communication from him, see what he wants to do, how he wants to proceed, and then we're going to be hauling ass on this thing. It's going to be a big learning process, big learning curve to figure out how to do the ZCS coding on this car and all of the wiring. This is done, ready for pickup. I noted a few weaknesses yesterday that have since been resolved, so this will be delivered tomorrow to the customer. This gorgeous 03 Le Mans Blue M5 is still awaiting wheels. That now takes like 2 weeks for some reason. But windshield's new and done. Front bumper is new, painted, filmed, done. Once the wheels come back, he's going to get some new center caps, get his valve stems back on there. Quick test drive to make sure everything's in balance. And it should be delivered this Saturday. This car came in from Florida last Saturday, another 03 Le Mans Blue. It's here for an inspection and a couple other really small things like a brake pad wear sensor. So I hope he didn't send it here from Miami just for that. I imagine the inspection will yield some results. Nate, does that look familiar? Tubey style exhaust, and he's got the center X-pipe, resonated X-pipes as well. I think the cats and headers are stock though. Alan's been working on the M6 for the last several days. Rod bearings, throttle and idle actuators, all brakes, pads and rotors on both axles, washer pump, a bunch of little kind of frivolous cosmetic stuff as well. And then the eVenturi intake manifold and ducts. So I think that's about done. We found out that whoever had the plenums off before screwed up, and this is really easy to do. And these boots get pinched like that. So we've ordered a new boot that we're expecting tomorrow. And then as we wait for that boot, Martin moved back over here. Sunroof's been repaired, cassette's back in. Not the guide rails. I'm not sure what they're called. One of the 2 repair kits that had failed. So we replaced both sides, back in business. And then he's getting the Alcantara headliner. Now, I asked my upholstery guy to do standard, E39 M5 Alcantara headliner. And I've had him do a bunch, and they come out beautifully. It's a perfect match to the original. This set came back. I'm looking at it. It's like, why is that dark? Can you tell? I know it's dark in here, but this set came back black. So I went to the customer and said, hey, I asked for charcoal. It came back black. What do you think? Do you like it? And he's into it. So we're going in with the black. Headliner and A pillars are installed tomorrow. B and C pillars, rear parcel shelf, lights, handles, all the frivolous hardware. And what do we have here? Some of you know what this is. This is the M62 oil pump pickup screen. There's no way to remove it without bending the hell out of it, so we have to put it in a vise and make it round again. You can't buy that outside of the oil pump itself. And it's a stupid design because it's crimped on the pump instead of being screwed in like the S62. So unfortunately, you mangle it to get it out. What do we find? Bunch of silicone from previous engine sealing work, like big sheets of it. They used way too much. Uh-oh. Timing chain guide, side rail clips. Not great. So it's a 75,000 mile 02540. Talked to the customer. He wanted an estimate for the chains and guides. We already had him, he had already approved, rather, valve covers, valve cover gaskets, upper timing covers, Veno solenoid gaskets. So that was a couple $1,000s. So really, it's only doubling the cost of that to just go and properly service all the chains, guides, tensioners, crankcase, vent valve, everything back there. So I imagine he'll approve that. We'll get parts ordered later this week and dig into the motor next week. I'm headed home. We're taking the 540. Can't wait to be back in my own car. Talk to you guys tomorrow.